It's Madden NFL 22, and the question is, are you ready for some football? It's the Dolphins and the Bengals coming up next.
It is a warm and pretty picturesque late summer afternoon at Paul Brown Stadium in the Queen City of Cincinnati. This crowd loves their orange and black. The scene just a short time ago, they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room. We're ready for football as the Bengals get set to do battle with the Miami Dolphins. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Garden, and CD, there's a youth revolution at the quarterback position in the NFL in recent years. And to prove it, we've got a couple of second-year quarterbacks about ready to square off here. Tua Tagovailoa of the Dolphins, Joe Burrow of the Bengals.
And I think both of these franchises saw glimpses of the future last year. Both of these guys, I thought, really acquitted themselves well as rookies. They were both eager to learn, both eager to get out and play. And I think getting reps early in your time in the NFL can really jumpstart your career. And I think that's happened with both of these guys.
Evan McPherson about ready to get this going as we are underway now from Paul Brown Stadium. On the return, here comes Chase Edmonds. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Dolphins take the field with Tua Tagovailoa, their quarterback from Alabama, at the helm.
And for all the collegiate success he had, highest passer efficiency rating by a mile, he's a guy who's had his share of detractors at the professional level, but I do like his poise, I do like his moxie, and I love his accuracy.
On play action, here's Tua. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49.
It's about that time.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little game. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Tua sets up to pass it. And right away, he lost the football. But I think a Dolphin was able to fall on it. Yes, they'll keep possession here. Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit.
Throwing on second and long. Tua. Under pressure, they got him again. B.J. Hill busting through to get him for a loss of 6. Now make that a second sack here on their first drive out defensively, and not to get ahead of ourselves, but they're on pace for double-digit sacks at this point.
Well, they're going to have to find a way to tamp that down, aren't they? So if you're the play caller, you're telling your quarterback maybe some screens, maybe some draws, hard count, use your voice inflection a little bit, anything to try and slow that pressure down.
So now after the sack, Tua and the Dolphins staring at a third and long. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. And this is going to be incomplete. Not the opening possession they were looking for, especially on the road.
No doubt about it, because they wanted to come out and establish a little momentum right away. But now bringing up a fourth down, an empty possession, not what they were seeking.
Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on fourth down. Back deep, Trent Taylor. And a nice job here on special teams. This will be down inside the 10 at the 8-yard line. Here are the Bengals on offense, and here is Joe Burrow ready to lead them at quarterback.
So this is what we find out about the game plan and the trust factor, don't we? In this situation, the natural thing is take care of the ball, run it inside, everyone cover it. Just, get yourself some room and let your punter punt it out of there. But when you really got a QB you can trust, you might want to take a little shot early and try and create some space.
Oh, he's going to air it out right away. They've got his man complete. And they finally get him down at the other 46. A big play there for Cincinnati. Well, that'll help get you out of danger. So much for playing it conservatively back towards your own goal line.
That aggressive mentality, sometimes you can use it, and they did there against a defense who probably thought to themselves, there's no way they take a shot here this deep in their own territory.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. On 2nd and 7, Burrow. That's the tight end Hurst with it. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not even going to catch the football. He's going to run away from me a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Burrow will throw. And that's going to be caught. T. Higgins. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
In man coverage, your #1 cardinal rule, don't get beat deep. And that's why the comeback route is so effective, because that's how they're selling it, Brandon. Taking you all the way upfield before breaking it back down.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. And they come with a jet sweep here as Burrow just taps that forward. He will push his way down to about the 14. Second down and 8. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And the Dolphins force the turnover. They'll take over at the 10. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
To end the Dolphins now with a 1st and 10 from back at their own 10-yard line. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. He did an okay job of absorbing the hit, just couldn't secure the football through the catch.
And he was right there on the spot and forced the incompletion. That's something defenders work on all the time. If you're there, make the contact, but continue to work your way through the receiver so that he can't possess the football and turn it into a catch.
Now the first carry for Chase Edmonds. And that is not going to get it done either. Once again, he's stopped behind the line by this Bengals D. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
And you're lateral to the line of scrimmage. Linebackers keep those shoulders square so they can go up and down. But when it's time to go, turn your shoulders just like a running back. Get through the line and hit the runner in the backfield.
And a nickel look here for the Bengals as they try to defend this on 3rd. Here's Tua. This one complete to Jalen Waddle. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30.
I told you, I ain't going nowhere. I ain't going.
And that's a much-needed completion right there on 3rd down. Really a sigh of relief, isn't it? They're backed up deep. You know they don't want to give the ball back to the other guys. A great field position. They needed that throw, that completion, that first down.
Bring it.
No score after 1 on EA Sports. It's Dolphins football here as we begin the 2nd quarter. As they've got it with a 1st and 10. Now a give to Edmonds. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
I know we can't hear what's going on in that huddle right now, but I'll guarantee you at least one offensive lineman is saying, my bad, we simply couldn't move them off the line of scrimmage. We've got to do a better job trying to root those guys out of there.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. From the gun, it's Tua. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. A couple of first downs on the drive already. As they'll go from the 47 now on first down. On the handoff, it's Edmonds. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. Second and 6. No, scratch that. 2nd and 7. From midfield, here's Tua. Completes it to the tight end, Smythe.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Seventh play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Tua going to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And this is taken in at the 5. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about.
Pass interference. Defense.
So they will go ahead and obviously decline the pass interference, and the touchdown will stand.
Yeah, baby. It's game, baby.
Jason Sanders now for the extra point. And that makes it 7-0 Dolphins. So that drive goes 8 plays, and it winds up in 6 points for the Dolphins. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Wilson now on the return. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. Cincinnati coming back onto the field here for their second drive. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
Here we go. 180. 180.
From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. This goes out wide for Mixon. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, baby, that's what I'm talking about.
Emmanuel Ogbah there on the stop. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game.
Let's get it. Do it.
Here we go. 180.
We remind you in just a couple of minutes we'll get you to Orlando, and our good friend Jonathan Coachman. Coach will run through some of the numbers and the next-gen stats from this first half of football so far. He's going to have the hook up here with Chase. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Now after the holding call, here's 2nd and 20. Jonah Williams, former first-round pick, the guilty party. They're passing here. Joe Burrow dumps it off to Mixon. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. Here's a give to Mixon. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So on 4th down, on comes the left-footed punter, Kevin Huber, to punt it away. That's taken on the 25. A good kick, 48 yards, 4 on the return. And it'll be Dolphin football. Tua and the rest of the Dolphin offense back out on the field. He's played a pretty clean first half, a touchdown, no interceptions.
Frankly, that's what they expect out of him. They want to see the ball thrown and thrown well, and he's able to do that and put it in the end zone. They'd love to see more of that before this game finishes. But right now, he's got his team in a good spot.
The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. B.J. Hill able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. So, Charles, no turnovers yet for this offense, but those sacks now, they're starting to pile up.
And one thing usually leads to another because they've got to figure out how the offensive line and everyone else involved in protection can keep their quarterback upright and allow him a chance to throw the ball downfield.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22.
That's a good shot.
Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. A nickel look now for the Bengals as they try to stop him here on third down. They'll run with Edmonds. And they'll take this one up close to the 25-yard line.
That's all you got.
The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. Here's Thomas Morstead now as he's on to punt for Miami. A 40-yard punt, no return. And the Bengals will take over here first and 10. The Bengals going to take over late in this first half. And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get in the field goal range. So first and 10 now from the 30.
Hey, we got four now.
Now it's Burrow. And that is incomplete. Now the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
So now second and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Here we go again.
From the shotgun, it's Burrow. He'll drop this one down to Mixon. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And that's the reason why. What we just saw, shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play. One-on-one matchup if someone's trying to cover them, but they also like those one-on-ones downfield after the catch when they're running with the ball. They think they're going to win those too.
Here we go. 180.
Now Burrow on first down. He finds his running back, Mixon. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, second and 2. So we've reached halftime here, and it's the visiting Dolphins taking a lead to the locker room. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much, and welcome in everyone to an abbreviated version of the EA Sports Halftime Report. First, though, time for a check of the next-gen stats from that first half for Miami. And even though they've got the lead, they're likely going over ways they can improve the running game, as they didn't find a whole lot of success in those first 2 quarters. Meanwhile, for the Bengals, there's a look at what they were able to do throwing the football, and they'll need to get things in gear as they trail here at the break.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. The Bucs set to get the football first, and they trail here as we get started in the second half. The return man, Wilson. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. And the Bengal offense ready to go here to start the third quarter. And they're on the short end of the scoreboard here. Charles, what adjustments, if any, do you think they need to make for the second half?
We're paraphrasing the gold medal hockey winning coach Herb Brooks. I just say you continue to play your game. Throw the ball. They had success doing it in the first half, so make sure you keep getting the ball to your playmakers, a little bit more to the perimeter perhaps, but above all, play your game.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
Here we go.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Here we go.
From the gun, a give to Mixon.
Let's go.
And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on third down. They'll stay on the ground. Mixon again. Uses the stiff arm. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
Do what you do.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. Got a man open, it's Chase. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
Well, they obviously read man coverage their partner, and he got downfield, broke down the defender, made him
What do you mean by that, bro?
Yeah, he made him think he was going to run a different route. Probably thought he was going to take it upfield. Then he curls back inside for the completion.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. A handoff to Mixon, and he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secure before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
And partner, to me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
Got to get to the 26 for a first. This is 3rd down. Now it's Burrow. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, you got to think that sooner or later, they're going to hit one of those, but the coverage has been excellent thus far, and it was again on the last play.
So on 4th down, off goes Burrow. On comes Evan McPherson for the Bengal field goal. This will be from 49 yards out. McPherson's kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So a decent drive there to start the third quarter. They only salvaged 3 out of it, but they inch a bit closer.
Yeah, but still lots of time to go in this one. That's why you hear that clapping on the sidelines, right? Hey, got some points. As you said, inching their way back in. Time left to go out and get that victory.
Here's McPherson now to send it away. Chase Edmonds going to take it from his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. So here are the Dolphins now. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped.
I need to get my swag right there.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. He's going to air one out. And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline.
That's it,
and he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. A big play there for the Dolphins. I guess that answers the question of whether or not they're going to try to play conservative and protect this lead in the third quarter.
And I think this is something we're seeing more and more of in the NFL. Teams not playing to protect leads, teams playing to extend them.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Here's Edmonds. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. Eight yards to go on 2nd down. Looking to pass. Tua. And he'll get this into the hands of Hill, complete. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Now Tua. Forced out to his left. Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7. Logan Wilson able to get in there and drop him behind the line.
Well, there's still time to rectify this situation because the silver lining, it took a sack on 1st and goal. But that close to the goal line, that still definitely hurts.
They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, listen, when you've got the lead, there's absolutely no sense trying to fit a ball in where you shouldn't. You can see the coaching in his head taking place on that play because he saw he had a receiver in the area. He just put it well over his head, out of harm's way.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. Tua sets up to pass it. To the sideline, and wow, what a catch there. He doesn't get a lot, but he was able to get the feet down complete. A 4-yard pickup, not enough. 4th down.
I know where we're headed on this. Terrific catch, gets his feet down, sets up a 4th down and short situation. I bet we're wondering, why didn't he get to the first down marker running his route? Am I correct?
You got to know where the marker is, right?
Got to figure it out. I know every receiver is taught that. Sometimes circumstances change it. At least they have an opportunity to make a decision with not much yardage to go.
A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that happens, because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
After the field goal, here comes Sanders to kick it away. Now it's Wilson. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. Cincinnati set to take over once again. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10.
Right 80.
Strip the ball. Strip that ball.
Out of the gun, it's Burrow. That's the tight end, Hurst, with it. And he's going to be down at the 35. Gain of 7.
Ready?
Watch twist, watch twist, watch twist. Twist, twist.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Cincinnati. It's the Bengals. They've got the football, but they trail here as we get rolling in quarter number 4. On 2nd down, here's Mixon. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38. The offense on 3rd down tonight, just 1 for 3 thus far. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. Now Burrow. Got a man, it's Chase, he completes it. And he is going to have a Bengals 1st down, as that'll be a pickup of about 5 as they convert on 3rd and inches.
And there's absolutely zero pressure on the quarterback on that play. 3rd down, and he has all the time in the world to eventually find an open receiver for a 1st down pickup.
Here we go. Here we go.
Throwing now, Burrow on 1st down. And he'll go right back to Chase. That's caught again. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Now Joe Mixon. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down.
No, that wasn't an explosive run. That wasn't one that took it all the way to the house. But, boy, for a team that's had trouble running it the entire game, that's the kind of run they need, hopefully, to get themselves kick-started.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Burrow looking to pass. Open man is Chase, complete. A gain of 4 last play. They double that here and get
8. Here we go. Hey, can. What is that?
1st down. Here's Burrow. This is caught. It's Boyd. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Working the sideline there. Good route, good catch. First down, and he gets out of bounds.
They have to like the play call because you have to run some guys down the middle of the field to draw some of the defenders away. They can't just let them guard the sideline exclusively. That's how it's going to work. Sidelines and incompletions to use the clock.
Now Brian Flores going to take a chance here as he'll throw the red challenge flag. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call.
Here we go. 180.
Here we go.
So that turns out to be a good call by Brian Flores. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. After seeing that, maybe time to go back to some downfield throws here.
Yeah, anything, change it up because the teams that win, the best teams, they're the ones that make adjustments. Doesn't mean you can't come back to what you thought you could get done. Sometimes when you open things up a little bit, you can get back to what you wanted to do before.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. He gets this one to Boyd. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. A big play there on the catch and run. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and goal with this game still hanging in the... And he takes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bengals. Joe Mixon, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Bengals are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. Well, the hard part's done. Now they just need to split the posts, tie it up, but then their defense is going to have to hold up to send it to overtime.
Yeah, no matter what. I know there's an inclination in it when you have momentum to go for 2 here, but if you miss it, you don't give your defense a chance at all.
Plus, it's been a good game. I want to see overtime. I'm selfish.
You obviously don't have a flight to catch.
Tomorrow. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. A 10-play drive that time. And it all culminated in the touchdown run coming from Joe Mixon. Now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. Edmonds now to return. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
Come on, boys! Bring it up, bring it up, bring it up.
Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But you also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Tagovailoa. Well, that's into the hands of Gesicki. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. What do you think? Play this safe? Just worry about getting OT?
Yeah, don't make any risky throws. It's going to change the outcome. But if anyone slips, take the big shot.
They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. Here's Tua. Completes it to the tight end, Smythe. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down, and he was able to get it by plenty. A gain of 8 on 3rd and 3. Obviously a big first down right there.
Yeah, they still got to hustle. They got to get up to the line of scrimmage and get set. But I don't think necessarily you need to spike it, but they've got to continue to move quickly.
First down now, but the clock continues to move. Tua. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And the Bengals are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line. Well, we say it often, Charles, but not all interceptions are created equally, and that is a big one here in a tie ball game in the 4th quarter.
And Brandon, when games are this close, it usually comes down to the team making the fewest mistakes, and that was one of our mantras back at Tennessee. Coach Midge used to say all the time, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. You've got to cut those down to give yourself an opportunity.
Cincinnati's offense coming back here onto the field. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play, but if they don't, it's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in range and win this game.
See if they can do just that.
Ready?
Mike 51, it's our field. It's our field. Hey, it's our house. Go, Mike 51, Mike 51. Get ready.
Back to Mixon on 2nd down. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. And we need overtime to decide this one after 4 quarters of play. We're all even. The extra session in a moment. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And no return here to begin the overtime session. That'll be a touchback. Miami set to take over. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
As we said, they control their own destiny now.
That was well defended, and while it was a completion, it resulted in a loss of yardage. It's really, really hard for a running back to think to himself, I probably should have just dropped it and saved the yardage. It goes against the entire training that he's had his whole career.
On second down, this is Edmonds. And he'll get about 3 as he takes this up near the 25. In need of a 3rd and 10 conversion to keep this opening drive of OT alive. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. This will be caught. It's Waddle. And he takes it all the way down to the 32. A huge play there in overtime. Well, in overtime, I think Coach is always wondering, where's that magic line for my kicker? They're already in field goal range after that big play.
I'm glad you brought that up because that magic line can change throughout the game. It's constantly being updated by teams. It starts with pregame. Okay, how do you feel? As the game goes on, they might ask him again. Still feel that same number? Is it a different number? Right hash, left hash? What do you need? And that goes into the play calling in OT.
2 and now on 1st down. Flush to his right. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down. Play action, now it's Tua. They'll get this underneath to Edmonds. And they'll bring it down at the 18-yard line. Well, good start for him under center here in overtime, now 3 of 3.
And this is where you have to know who you have playing quarterback. You've got a confident thrower right now, someone who's taking care of the ball, but not being timid as well, and is moving the team downfield. That opens up your playbook and allows you to dial up some big shots if you want them.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
He's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now Edmonds. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. And I know you, with every carry, especially in overtime, you're just saying, if you're that ball carrier, hold on to the football.
Hold on to it, protect it, but not necessarily settling, because you're trying to get to the end zone. You're trying to end the game right here. I know the defensive guys poking, clawing, raking, trying to knock the ball free and protect their end zone.
Yeah, like you alluded to, especially this part of the field. Coming up on a 3rd and 9. Opening drive of overtime as they look to convert. From the gun, it's Tua. He'll get this to his tight end, Gesicki. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down. So a big one coming now for Jason Sanders. Sanders' kick is good. And the Dolphins have taken the lead. So they do get the short field goal here to get them the all-important overtime lead. But, Charles, you wonder if they'll wind up ruining the fact that they were able to get down into the red zone, yet not able to find the touchdown that would have won them the game.
Brandon, you're absolutely right. In overtime, when you get the ball first, the hope is your opponents never see the football. But now they're going to get a drive to try and win it, or at least keep the game alive with a field goal. And I'm getting a dictionary out to look up ruin.
So it'll be the Bengals with the football here to start the overtime session as the kick is away. Wilson now on the return. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. The field goal would push it to sudden death. We just saw the field goal on the other end, but I don't think they are thinking field goal. At least not to start this drive. They're not thinking field goal.
Not at all, because your point is well taken. Yeah, kick the field goal, you push it to sudden death, but you're also kicking off and giving the other team the ball with a chance to kick a field goal and beat you. Get the touchdown, finish the game off. That has to be the mindset.
Burrow's throw caught by Higgins. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down.
Let's go!
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Burrow. And his throw is incomplete. Keeping the aggression going on defense in overtime here, a 1st down blitz.
You know you can get burned on it big time if they pick it up. But in this situation, they brought the blitz, put some pressure on the QB, and he wasn't able to complete a pass downfield.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. This is Mixon on the draw. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him the 1st down. In overtime, you have to be smarter than that.
Let's go. A personal foul just can't happen. Have to have poise.
So the penalty yards marched off on the face mask. Here's 1st and 10. Throwing, Burrow. Throw right side, put in by Higgins. And he's brought down.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you can get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
Now Burrow. He completes it to Boyd. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. Back-to-back 11-yard gains, and they've got another 1st down.
Here we go. 180. Place hot. Hot. Stop.
Watch the run.
To throw, Burrow. He'll drop this one down to Mixon, and he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. Now another timeout called for by the offense. They'll be left with just one remaining here at OT. In need of only about the length of the football here on 2nd down. Here's Burrow. Flushed out right. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down.
Offensively, they like their situation, so they tried to take a shot downfield, but no one was open. So it was tuck it in run time, and he picks up a 1st down.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense.
Let's go.
It'll be their 2nd and final timeout, remember, here in overtime. We'll be back. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. They'll run with Mixon. And he's into the end zone for the touchdown and a game winner in OT. A great game, a spectacular finish. They needed at least a field goal to keep the game alive. They do one better. They get in the end zone and end it.
And I don't know about you, but I'm right now. That type of a game takes a lot of us as well, not just the guys on the field. What a tremendous finish, and as you noted, where they're going to go and try and get through and keep the game going. And that wasn't good enough for them. They got the touchdown, and that's why we're able to say goodbye.
And Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.